Okay, I'm gonna show you some intuition for decimal number division. I just thinking about why you get a larger number than than the number you're using sometimes. As in, like, if I divide, let's just say, point 0.5, and I divide that by 0.25, I'll get 2. Okay, so when I was little, it seemed kind of funny to me that I get a whole number, like a larger number, than these two whenever I divide them. But when you think about it, it don't make sense. These fractions are, these decimals are fractions, or part of a whole thing, right? If I had one whole group of 4, and I were to take 0.5 of it, or half of it, I'd take half of it, and I were to divide it by a quarter of it, which is 0.25. 25 is a quarter of 1. This is one whole group. So if I take 0.25, or a quarter of it, this one, this is a quarter of it, since it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is a quarter of it. And I were to divide half of this group, which is the 0.5, by a quarter of the whole group, which is 1. Half is 2. 0.5 is 2. And a quarter of it is 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2. And that's why it makes sense. We're dividing smaller numbers, but we're still dividing groups. Just like how we're to divide any group into smaller things, like a group of 4. 4, like this, divided by 2 is equal to 2, because I'll take this group and I'll split it into 2 equal halves. In each half, we'll have 2 in them. And that's why 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So yes, we're dividing smaller numbers that are less than a whole number, but they're still groups. They're still considered group. This 0.5 is still a group of something. In this case, it was a group of 2. And we're dividing it by a smaller group. And we're still going to get a number that is going to be larger than a whole number, because we're talking about in terms of how many of these groups. We'll get 2 of these groups and 1 of these groups. Like if I were to count you how many if I had a group, just like I said, if I had a group of 4, there's one group, so there's one group, and I were to ask you how many balls there are, or divide it by 4, divide this group into 4 equal groups, or like you'd say, it would be 1. Each group would have 1. No, wait, sorry, that's wrong. That was a bad explanation, but whatever. This one. You're still dividing a group into smaller groups. And that's why you're getting the whole number. Because these are still groups, even if they're smaller than a whole group. So yeah, sounds cool.